Sports, where athletes bring us career-defining moments.
The Miami Heat, they've done it. They win their first championship in franchise history.
Tomlinson off the left side. Tomlinson sidesteps. Hello, history books.
Dynasties being created and destroyed.
Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal.
And of course, the unthinkable.
This is caught. Diggs. Sideline. Touchdown. Unbelievable. Vikings.
And me? Well, I'm here to give you the truth. The one aspect that will never lie, the numbers.
Don't pull up at 6 a.m. in the car with me. You know how I like it when you love it on me.
YouTube! What's going on, man? Back at it again with another video. It's your boy, Numbers Fan Jay. We've completed week 17. The season is over. The 100th regular season for the NFL. The NFL centennial season is now complete. Week 17 ends with a bang, with one of the closest games of the year, one of the most exciting games of the year. And of course, we have to start off with the Thursday night recap. Wait, there was no Thursday night games. That's kind of weird. There's no recap today. There were no Thursday night games, no Saturday night games. It's kind of weird. No recap for you today, but we do have the news. Let's get it, baby. We got the news. Freddie Kitchens was fired. Of course, you know it's Black Monday, one of the days, the biggest day known for firing head coaches in the NFL. So, Freddie Kitchens. Okay, I just had to do it. Freddie Kitchens was fired. The Browns head coach, Cleveland Browns head coach, after one season, a season in which many people predicted them to go to the Super Bowl. Like, they had Super Bowl aspirations for this team that had never been to the playoffs together. Like, it's very big dreams. They did a lot of reaching. I told y'all this before the season started, that the Browns weren't going to be that team. They weren't going to be that team. The coach, I didn't think they were going to be this bad, though. This team didn't even make the postseason. Freddie Kitchens fired because of it. Pat Shermer, Giants head coach, after his second year, he's also fired. He's out of there. Ron Rivera is a top candidate for the head coaching job for the Washington Redskins, who we all know are without a head coach right now. Ron Rivera being recently fired from the Carolina Panthers head coaching job, in which a lot of people think that he was a really good head coach, had a Super Bowl appearance, had a Coach of the Year award, really good head coach. So he's definitely going to have a job. Right now, the Redskins are assumed to be the top recruiter for him. So we'll see where that goes. There's no timeline on Jason Garrett. He's supposed to be meeting with Jerry Jones today. Hopefully we get some type of news sometime soon. But nobody knows for sure what's going to happen with Jason Garrett. That being said, let's go into some analysis. Week 17. Week 17, we had Chargers at Chiefs to kick off the early games. We picked the Chiefs. The Chiefs did win this game. Damian Williams had a few crazy runs in this game. One being the 83-yard touchdown run that broke the game open. Just an amazing play. Didn't really expect it to happen. It's Damian Williams. He's not a great back, just being real. But you got to give credit where credit is due. So he had a great day. Chargers defense did not. That is what it is. Chiefs got that win. We got that one right. Saints at Panthers. C-Mac was held to 98 yards total in this game. The Saints got the number 3 seed despite winning in this game. We thought they'd be able to get a bye, but the Packers beating the Vikings last week really turned that whole thing around. They won this game 42-10. They will have a home playoff game, but if they win, they will have to go on the road. So, kind of bittersweet for the Saints. Falcons at Buccaneers. Shaquille Barrett had the most sacks in Tampa Bay history after this game. Had 19.5 sacks this season. The most sacks in the season, that is. Buccaneers got this win. We didn't pick them. We got that one wrong. Dolphins at Patriots, the surprise of the week. I didn't think the Dolphins would have any chance at beating the Patriots, especially with the Patriots being with this veteran quarterback, veteran head coach, knowing what was on the line. Brady threw a pick 6 in this game. A pick 6. He doesn't do that. So, very surprising. Brady did move to number 2 in passing yards all time, but the Patriots, with the loss, fell out of the bye. They had the bye. If they would have won, they would have had the bye. So, they choked this one away. Not a very common thing for the Patriots. They lost at the end of the game, 27-24. We picked the Patriots, so we got it wrong. Bears at Vikings. We picked the Vikings, but we did not know that they would be sitting starters. They set starters. The Bears got this win, 21-19. I guess Minnesota's locked into the 6th seed, and I should have knew that. So that's on me. But Packers at Lions, we did get this one right. The Packers won this game 23-20. Clutch work by Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones. Packers clinched a much-needed bye. They hadn't had that signature win this year. Hopefully this bye week really, really helps them, and they'll be able to advance in the postseason. We'll see. Browns at Bengals, 23-33. Bengals won this game. We picked the Browns. We got this wrong. Of course, after this happened, you know, Freddie Kitchens was fired. So it's all bad for the Browns. It's all bad. Their quarterback didn't turn out to be who they thought he was. But the Bengals did, on the other side of this, the Bengals did avoid setting the worst win-loss record in franchise history. They tied the worst win-loss record in franchise history. Jets at Bills. We picked the Jets because the Bills were sitting their starters. The Bills did sit their starters as expected. See, we knew the Bills were going to sit their starters. So we picked the Jets. We got that one right. 13-6 Jets. The Jets finished a respectable 7-9. Looking like they may actually be able to put something together next year. If they can keep this core together and add a few pieces to it, get rid of some pieces, they might actually make some noise next year, but we'll see. Titans at Texans. Houston set their starters as expected as well. Titans got this win easily, 35-14. Derrick Henry gets the rushing title for this year. He ran for another 200 yards. It's ridiculous how tough it is to tackle this guy. It's ridiculous. But the Titans also secured the number 6 spot. So congratulations to the Titans getting into the playoffs. Redskins at Cowboys. Cowboys won this game easily, 47-16. Cowboys ran for 233 rushing yards. Prescott threw 4 touchdowns, no turnovers. Ending the game on a positive note. Ending the year on a positive note. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get the playoff spot because the Eagles won their game. But Cardinals at Rams. Rams won their 6th straight over the Cardinals. They actually, and the Rams won their last game in the Coliseum. They will be moving to the SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles with the Chargers. They're sharing that stadium with the Chargers. That stadium looks absolutely amazing. I want to go to a game. I really do. It looks absolutely amazing. The Rams finished 9-7, another winning season in Los Angeles, so they will have a bigger fan base, but that was expected as the Rams came from California originally. So that is what it is. But Raiders at Broncos. Broncos won 4 of the last 5 games to finish the season. As we talked about, the Raiders hadn't won in Denver since 2015. Another loss here. Broncos end the year on a positive note, and they're not in 3rd. They finished 2nd in the AFC West. Raiders finished 3rd. Eagles at Giants. We picked the Eagles. We knew they would win this game. They did. They secured the NFC East and a playoff spot. Home playoff game as the number 4 seed in the NFC. Congratulations to the Eagles. Colts at the Jaguars. We picked the Colts. We didn't know who to trust in this game, but the Jaguars are now 7-0 at home in Week 17. So congratulations to the Jaguars. You have a positive out of this. Steelers at Ravens. The Steelers still could not get past 10 freaking points. And I'm so glad that we don't have to watch this team in the postseason, because I just can't watch another 10-point offensive performance. I can't do it. I can't. The Ravens, even though they set their starters, won this game 28-10. Franchise record, 14 wins. The best Ravens team that we've ever seen. Congratulations to the Baltimore Ravens, #1 seed in the playoffs. Congratulations. The NFL centennial season ended with the 49ers at the Seahawks for the division. And also, a #1 seed was on the line. So, 49ers won this game 26-21. Before we get into any analysis on the rest of what happened in this game, we got to talk about the no call. We got to talk about it. So let's talk about it. You know, this no call, it was big, right? Because it would have been 1st and goal. Time is running down. There's not enough time for the 49ers to go down and do anything with the ball, most likely. That's not even guaranteed, but it's most likely. But there's no call made on pass interference. But guess what, guys? You remember the Saints and the Rams game last year? I was complaining about this, and y'all were like, well, they still had a chance to win the game. They went to overtime. They had the ball. All of this. Well, guess what? I'm about to use that against y'all. The Seahawks still had a chance to win this game, and they didn't do it. So that's how y'all want to do it? Let's do it. Truth of the matter is there was nothing called when there should have been something called, and that changes the game for both of these games. But we'll leave that where it's at. 49ers were up 26-14 in this game with 5 minutes to go. They could not finish on offense. They came up a couple yards short on 3rd and long. They almost got it. But that is what it is. Jimmy G did not lose them this game. He only had 4 incompletions, no interceptions, no turnovers. Great job, Jimmy G, playing a clean game of football. Contributed to a win. They had no rusher over 57 yards. That rusher for the 49ers was Raheem Mostert. 2 touchdowns. George Kittle, we said was going to be a factor. Had 86 yards receiving. He didn't play the first game. Emmanuel Sanders had 25 receiving yards. Not as big as a factor as we thought it would be. More of a decoy in this game. But their rookie receiver, Deebo Samuel, 102 yards receiving, was a factor. And he's looked like the best receiver for them all year long, believe it or not. 49ers earned the #1 seed with this win. So congratulations to the 49ers. Now we got to flip the M to a dub, baby. Y'all know 3 biggest questions from you from this past week. For you from this past week. Who, what, and why? Who's out? So it's Black Monday. We already have 2 coaches. We already have 2 coaches that have been fired. Freddie Kitchens, Pat Shermer. Who else is going to be gone? Black Monday is not over. We don't know for sure. Who else is going to be gone? Is Jason Garrett going to be gone? We don't know yet. We don't know. So that's a big question we have to figure out. What are the next steps for the Raiders, Steelers, Rams, Bears, all these teams that were just really close to making the postseason, didn't get there. They weren't terrible. They didn't have a bad year. They just didn't make the postseason. So what are the next steps? I think you have to, of course, just like every other team, you have to evaluate your team, but you have to figure out what was your biggest weakness and what was the reason that you didn't make the playoffs this year? What games was it that cost you this year? Were it divisional games? Were they conference games? What cost you this season, really? Why? Why do only 4 teams get a bye in the NFL? That's a big question for me. It's been a big question for me. And I have a solution to that. So stay tuned because I will have another video for y'all explaining on what I think should happen with the NFL playoffs. That will make it a lot more watchable, actually make it a lot more fair to everybody in the postseason. I believe that all teams in the postseason played the same amount of games. But we'll get into all that. Player of the week, Damian Williams, 124 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, 30 yards receiving. It was hard to tackle him in the Chargers game, man. I don't like saying this stuff like this because it's my team. So have a player of the week that's against my team is kind of like, I don't want to say this, but I gotta say it. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Helped them to get a big win, secured a bye week for the Chiefs, who we didn't think would get a bye week this late, but that is what it is. Coach of the week for me, Kyle Shanahan, to take this team from 4 wins, #2 pick in the draft, to 13 wins. the #1 seed in the NFC? Like, come on, man, that's amazing. And to end off this season against the Seahawks, who y'all have not been beating, to win that game by just inches, not even a full yard, inches. That's just hats off to Kyle Shanahan, man. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank y'all for watching, man. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Let me know who y'all think is not going to be there next year. What do you think is going to happen with Jason Garrett? What do you want to happen with Jason Garrett? What did y'all think about this season? What did your team do? Let me know, man. It's your boy, Jay. We out here.